Vítam vás na kanále Nočnej Sovy z ďalšieho videa z hry Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Dneska budeme pokračovať, naposledy sme pronásledovali vlastne toho náčelníka, ktorý nám ale upláchel a potom sme sa presunuli niekam do baru, kde sme měli nejakého parťáka. Co to bylo za parťáka, nevíme presne, lebo to bylo takové dost rýchle z začátku, tak dneska sa skúsime vžiť do role, co sa vlastne stalo. Každopádne, jestli sa vám takéto videá ľúbia, môžete zvážiť like, odber alebo sa vyjadriť dole v komentároch. No a my sa pôjdeme na to vrhnúť. Samozrejme dole v popisku budete mať aj odkaz na Discord, kto chce sa tam môže pripojiť a my sa ideme na to vrhnúť. Jo, The Kelmy Bounty Hunter. Tak, ideme na to.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, you'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeyville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Nevidím sa z teba, hej, kamo.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off.
No dobre, poďme do
Before
vnútra.
they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown.
Tak to je sranda, to sa len tak nevidí. Nugget nearby? Kde? Alebo z druhej strany toho jde? To je jedno. Co máme? Jo, sem mám jíst, aha. A tam nic není, takže tady cez tyto dvere.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait to suck the bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. He went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Dobre, ideme dole.
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? Have I line?
He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Kade včel?
From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
Okay.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
Jo, tak je to. Cez druhý rebrík. No poďme.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Doskočím tam. Ja jsem... Já chápu. Jo, byla to moje chyba, jo. Ja som sa nerozotekal. Ja som proste len išiel. Ja sa musím rozbiehnúť a hop. Takže tak, a poď, a hop. Co sa deje? To tady.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Jim Booth, Davy
Is that
Crockett,
Silas Greaves?
died
Son
defending the
of a
Alamo.
bitch!
Sa mi ľúbi, jak povedali, že to je Silas Greaves, keď som vbiehol do neutra.
Come out, you yellow bastard!
Nugget nearby? Kde? Nechce sa mi to hľadať. Tak som to našiel. No poď.
Over there!
Ja som to chcel vykopnúť.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Tady nic? No dobre, tak poďme sem.
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Kámo, ale to nebylo tak, jak sa to stalo. Dobre, takže sa to stalo ináč. OK.
It was early evening, not high noon.
Aha, byl skorý večer.
The Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. I was late to the party, and Coffeeville was already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies. I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
Tak dávaj nabit. To nevím kade. Aha, ne, áno, zadem. Ja som ich videl.
Hey, you got us an ear, bro. What's losing them?
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose it. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith.
Dobre, skúsim to na long range. Aha, takže keď dávam headshoty, tak dostanú víc koncentrácie než normálne. Jo, to sa oplatí.
Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville right there. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Však ja to říkám. Dobre, pobereme náboje. Nuget je blízko. Tady. Máme všecky. Nic? Nikdo nic? Dobre. Tak, nikdo nic. Toto sa mi nelúbi.
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Tak mám pocit, že ty polena spadnú dole, keď tvrdí, že to byla past. Jasne. To je nepríjemná situácia toto.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Like a red-headed stepchild.
Oppa!
Lucky bastard. You are dead, law dog.
Au. Au.
Gonna send you to the bone orchard. Now you got. It's hog killing.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Počkej, takže ja som jakoby dokázal chytiť jedného z tých troch bráchů, ano? Znamená, že ty dva sa mi budú asi chce pomstiť v dalších díloch. No tak to bude fajné, proč ne? Lovec odmien je moje jméno. Dobré, takže toto budeme mít na budouce. Ja, The Daltons, potom Coffeeville a Novels. Jasné. No dobre, tak na budúce nás bude čekať tady toto. Predpokladám, že toto sú tí dva jeho zvyšní bráchové, ktorí asi nebudú zrovna moc kamarádsky ke mne, keďže o jedného bráchu prišli, ale však to uvidíme. Každopádne, jestli sa vám takéto videa ľúbia, môžete zvážiť like, odbier alebo sa vyjadriť dole v komentároch. A zatiaľ teda díky za zhlédnutí a lúči sa s vami Nočná Sova a čauko.